hot dog eating court. Explored the gates of hell for an adventurer they sought. They've critiqued the Screamboard Tower, been tattooed on sailors' arms. They unite the Tomb Squads here to save the world from harm. Tomb Squad, heroes undefeated. Though they're unconventional, they'll get the quest completed. Tomb Squad, ready in their tower. When it's time, their force combines and shows the world their power. Heroes undefeated. Though they're unconventional, they'll get the quest completed. Ready in their tower. When it's time, their force combines and shows the world their power. Tomb Squad.
Tomb Squad.
TOMBSQUAD.
It's so good. I love how Nika had it like the beginning of it, just like Tomb Squad goes over the screen. Ah, so good. Obviously, like Not Forgiven got a theme song for Tomb Squad, which is hilarious.
It came out perfect. I love it.
I also love
Tomb
it.
Squad. I saw Josh's reaction to it in the chat was hilarious. Which is like, that is why we were telling you not to like what was it, frequency this game. This game already has a frequency. Also, Tomb Squads already have a vibe, so but still. Yeah, so Tomb Squad on the moon. We're still trying to wake up all of the sentinels. We are on the last of the light side sentinels. We know that this one is named Whim. We know that talking to them is how we are going to know what the tone of the gala is coming up at the end of the month. And we know that the team that is going there is Tomb Squad to talk to Whim. And with that, I think we can just introduce the characters here. Well, not that you guys should be surprised at all about them. It was in the song. So we got Senior Officer Blueberries, played by Josh.
Who's that guy?
It's just an adorable little raccoon. He's
Oh,
got
yeah,
duct
yeah.
tape in his hands.
It's true, I do.
We've got Rosie, played by Carrie.
Hey, it's Rosie.
She's got stunts.
I've got
I've
all
heard-
the stunts.
All
the
stunts on demand.
Stunts on demand.
That's right.
We got Tarkus for the muscle,
Hello.
played by Ro. I don't know why I just there's like Tarkus, just him. You guys may have heard of him. And the adventure entrepreneur himself, we've got Tsoki, played by Not Forgiven.
TOMBSQUAD.
Tomb Squad. So, in case you guys because some of you have not tuned into all the games, and that's fine. Again, I keep saying that. This is our cafeteria / lounge. It's very much designed like a ranch style restaurant. Although it does have arcade games around it. You guys can basically come here at any point in time for food. Like, that is the normal thing. And Peanut has called Tomb Squad down here for a very specific mission.
Thank God I'm starving.
Like, he's got tons of food laid out for everybody. Like, these are rations, so it is reconstituted hot dogs. So like we have dehydrated like glizzies.
Glizzy's a glizzy.
That's hot. I'm a fox, so I'll eat anything, especially a dehydrated glizzy.
Like, half this team, like 3/4 of this team are like rodents that will get into your trash, or
It's true.
creatures that will get into
You're
your
welcome.
trash.
The smellier, the better.
Just a hellscape for some people. So, Peanut sitting on the counter, also like eating some French fries, except for probably not French.
Freedom fries?
We just call them freedom fries forever now.
I don't know. I think people did for like a week.
I never met anybody that did, and I worked at Burger King during that, like... No, I didn't work in Burger King right after that. Never mind. So, like, on the counter, along with tons of food and setup, you will each see a small machine, and I don't think it's going to be too far for you guys to understand it, especially Blueberries. These are small camcorders. They do have the Mickey Mouse ear style, like, film loading thing, so like you can still have to load film into them, but they do have spots to hold it with your hand, attach it to your shoulder if you want to. I'm not sure if any of you have drones, but if you did, I suppose you could have it following you around.
So we're getting body cams?
Yes, and Peanut's like, exactly. We need... Me and Krieg have found some decent trading opportunities up here on the moon in our time. We found a nice little group of people that enjoyed the trade, that we'll be making deals with in the future, but we need to make this profitable to us down on the Echo as well. Our teams have been coming back incredibly successful time after time with missions up here. And that leads me to you all. You're all a 5-star adventuring group. One of the best on the Echo. Like, these missions are nothing. They're pushovers. Everybody's been handling it just fine.
Why would you say that out loud?
He, like, grabs one of the freedom fries and puts it in his mouth. Curly freedom fry. He's like, because it's true. I have the utmost faith in you four. And as such, I've pulled out of... He's like, we spent a pretty penny on these, everyone. Like, these are our most modern camcorders, recording devices. And he, like, hands each one to you all. He's like, these will record from your point of view. And at the end of it, we intend to cut it all together and make a just like a chef's kiss with about it. It's just like, we will make the most amazing movie, specifically a Lockstitch production, TOMBSQUAD on the moon. He's like, no, it's just a working title. It's like, but you all have a mission lined up coming up shortly, and we're gonna send you out there. We're gonna send you out there. Take care of it, no problem. Any questions?
What are we doing?
We're turning on the Sentinel. We are we have notes from Isaac here to tell you what kind of thing you are looking out for. He says the switch looks like a switch.
Huh? That's pretty straightforward.
The switch looks like a switch. All right.
Exactly.
I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this my good angle or is this my good angle?
Rosie, roll me a magnetism.
Input value.
Wait, what is that? +1.
We got it.
Oh yeah, that's forward. That's me giving you an additional +1. Okay. Nine is a success, right? Let me make sure. I got my cheat sheet right here.
10 up is full success. 7 to 9 is mixed success.
Yes,
more or
it's
less.
awesome. Yes, but he's just like, both of you sides, Rosie. Always your good side, of course. But if you don't mind, what kind of tone are we thinking about for this movie? It's going to be an easy mission, not a problem in the world. All of the missions leading up to this one, no issues at all. I mean, we made a little bit of like enemies out of birds, and somebody fell down a hole. But even after falling down a hole, everything went great. They flew a whale out of a volcano the other day and met a bunch of little onion folks. So all of this is going to be great. But
That
how do
sounds
we,
yummy.
right? How do we keep the yummy? It's like,
I mean, awesome. No, I would never eat the onion folk. Ever.
Especially like sauteed with some pierogies. Never.
Never. And
This
some
is him.
kielbasa.
he's just
Ooh.
screaming like he.
I would like to remind you two what happened the last time y'all tried to eat people.
Are we
People,
talking
they're
about the
onion
finger
people.
dogs? Which one?
Hey, Tsoki, how likely you think these two are going to get sauteed?
I don't know yet. Let's find out.
I am the one who sautés.
I am the one who consumes.
That too.
Now, Rosie, I will give you +1 magnetism if you take -1 agility. Peanut is trying to convince you to put an eye patch on.
I will do that just for the aesthetic of the eye patch.
Excellent,
So-
excellent. They know that you're rugged. It's just like TOMBSQUAD, escape from the moon.
Yeah.
This is Scalix, by the way. He's a little onion guy that is like traveling with the crew right now. He is also eating some of the freedom fries.
Oh no. Did you just say he's an onion dude?
He sure is.
Oh shit.
You can't
Would
eat
hate
him,
if we
Rosie.
ran
Look
into,
at him.
like-
He likes fries.
If we ran into like a tomato dude and some
He's
salami
lucky He
dude.
likes freedom as much as Rosie likes freedom. You better share the fries. That's all I'm gonna say.
You better show him I'm turning you into an onion ring.
I mean, the fuller we are, the less chances that we'll, need to break into the reserves.
Alex is our food reserve.
Emergency rations.
I mean, the Donner Party went straight to people. At least we have onion.
Also, if I wear an eye patch, I want you all to call me Rosie the Snake for the rest of the movie.
Rosie the Snake. I could do that.
So you're a stinky little snake.
Nah, I just love Kurt Russell.
The more you guys yell, don't eat people, the more likely people are gonna eat people. I need you to know that.
I'm just
Fine.
predicting it's going to be like with the pig guys. There's just going to be instant karma.
Onions are friends, not food. Come on.
It's like, I've eaten so many onions. But let me see if I can move us. So we are going here. We can, if you guys want, have information about what's going on there, or you guys can just literally start right there. Depends on, like, do you guys want to just hard smash into the action? Because I do have that. Like, how would this movie begin?
I mean, as long as we filmed the like intro montage where, you know, we're driving and it's like the helicopter shot.
Does our helicopter go down? Is that why that's why we have to escape?
No, I mean, they're filming from a helicopter, but we're driving like a 1980s Buick or something on a bridge.
Right.
Some
We're,
like happy
racing
music's
down the
playing.
bridge. Exactly. There's like some feel good ink playing on the radio, and we're just like zooming down this bridge in this big old Buick. I see it I see it right now. I mean, it happened, so you know it's in the movie.
Then we roll
Yeah, I
opening
kind
credits.
of like
I was
the
there.
idea of a forced landing. Do we just forget to fill it up with gas?
I mean that, or we can break for an animal. Maybe some finger dogs.
I don't think they're on the moon.
Who
What if
put all
finger
these
dogs
cones in the
originated
road?
from the moon?
No, it would probably start with us arriving and getting out of the car and all slamming the doors, being like, hell of a trip!
Yeah, alright, for sure. Alright. Roll me a drama roll. Blueberries, please. Well, that's a 10. Alright. So yeah, let me move us to here, because this is where I think we are. Alright. Team Squad? Nika was listening to had the thing play on her car, and it just said, on her phone, it just said, Tomb Squad. Alright. As you guys get to that side, first thing you notice is the whole place is shaking like crazy. Like, as the whole place is, like, the whole moon is shaking underneath you. And it feels like the sky is filling with smoke from the volcano in the area next to it. And as you are driving, up ahead, you see a tall... We've seen these before, the golems made of succulent, like, leaves. There is no metal on the moon except for what we brought with us. And as you approach, you see this large golem standing in the middle of the road, and it seems like red sparks are firing off of their head as they are looking up at the cloud. If you wanted to get around them, you'd have to pull it off into, like, off the path, which is about a foot of dust that's about the texture of matcha powder for you. But standing in the middle of the path is this golem that is huge. He's like twice as big as your car, and he's just staring up at this cloud pouring out of the volcano, and that cloud is behind you.
Which one of us are driving?
I honestly do not know. I assumed Blueberries, but, like, that might just be me being ridiculous.
I assumed Blueberries was driving as well.
Yeah,
because
I'm driving. pull up to its feet and throw it in park real quick. We can assess the situation.
Yeah, so as you pull up to its feet, it is just staring up. It is not like staring like a statue though, because every once in a while its head does tilt and turn, and it has turned its full body to like continuously look at the clouds.
What happens if we just start yelling at it? Being like, hey, what are you doing? Like hitting it with a stick.
Hey, get off the road! We're driving here!
Hey! Tsoki, can you roll me? It's gotta be like 3 drama. Like, it's the drama, but you get to do the delivery thing because you said that.
Hell yeah, 12! Boo, 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 boo.
It looks down, and then you just see the like in its face. It's has almost a succulent bulb as a head. It looks down at you, and inside of it, you just see the text go. It's like, "We're driving here," and it's It takes a step to the side and motions for you to like continue on the path. It starts. Tsoki, you see it turn from the red that it was a moment ago, and then as it says, "Hey, we're driving here," it turns silver, like silver text, and it's just like, and looks at all 4 of you, and is like, spends a significant amount of time on each one of you, and like something blinks in its light, and then it's just like, proceed. Oh, I'm just gonna move him to the other side.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty easy.
I'm gonna give him like $5. Just be like, hey, thanks, homie.
Yeah.
It just reaches down and accepts it. It's just like, excellent. And it's like, appreciated. And it like leans down and puts its like elbow on the roof of the car and looks into the car. Like, you know, like a cool cop might do. Like if a cop was trying to be cool with you, you know, relatable. And he looks through and he's just like, where are we heading today?
Are you the 5-0? Who's asking?
Well, I'm just a concerned citizen. I've been around here a while.
Are you
It's
the
just like
neighborhood watch? What's
some
going on
strange-
here?
There's been some strange goings on.
What kind of goings on are we talking about here? I'll give you another shiny if you tell us. And then
Start up.
Rosie whips out a big shiny gold coin for homie with the succulent hair.
He's like,
Plays
well,
with it in her hand a little bit, gives it a little flipsy flop.
she's like, well, I don't know how good you guys' hearings are. That guy's hearings might be pretty good. He's got like 4 ears.
Oh, he's got good hearings.
Yeah,
That's
damn
for
right.
sure. That's for sure. We're TOMBSQUAD, by the way. Have you heard of us?
TOMBSQUAD. I don't get out much. You guys on the screens?
We are now. We are in the middle of filming TOMBSQUAD the movie.
So he's gonna turn his camcorder and just look directly into the lens and like wink.
Roll me a magnetism. Okay, something. All right, so the crowd loves that. Like the people watching this movie afterwards think that's great. Tsoki, that has become your catchphrase kind of thing. Like you have
I'm
become
the one who breaks the fourth wall.
Yes, yes. You are the Jim
Alright.
Halpert of TOMBSQUAD the movie.
Got it. Perfect.
And he's just like, well, have you heard that screaming? You guys hear it?
You sure it wasn't me?
She's like, Oh, were you screaming?
I mean, I've been known to yell. That's for sure.
It's just like, and not unless you've been beneath the gazebo. That's where it seems to start out. I started wandering
You
away
guys
from it.
got a gazebo?
Everybody's got a gazebo. What kind of moon would it be if we didn't have a gazebo?
Rosie's camera immediately pans to said gazebo and zooms in.
We could have so many activities in that gazebo.
It's a
I
good
feel
gazebo
like-
for activities.
This is a pretty cool gazebo to chill in.
It's just like, yeah, it's been known to throw an event or two. It's just like, oh, wait, hold on, this is like an action movie situation. It's just like, normally, yes. Back in the day, we would have fine any number of galas, the festivals would be happen there. It's right on the water. It's very nice. But according to my records, we haven't had an event in over 1,000 years.
Girl, what's the problem?
I wasn't invited to many events before then, but in significantly less now. Hold on, let me.
So why
'cause you
is
said
that?
you-
Why do you suspect that there's been no events going on in the last 1,000 million years?
It's like our records show that we haven't had an event in over 1,000 years.
We can change that.
Yeah,
you just wanna, like,
sounds
throw a
there's
party or
an
something?
opening.
Yeah, you trying to fucking get down? Oh, excuse me. You trying to get down?
Ah, no,
We are not. Are we PG for the movie?
no,
We're
I don't think so.
NC-17, I think, right?
Not Rosie the Snake.
I know, boys. I'm so sorry.
It's like, oh, you planning a party? Can I get an invite? I'm Lorge, by the way.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
tell.
Nice to meet your acquaintance. Rosie sticks her hand out to shake Lord's hand.
Lord shakes your hand, but also tries to get the gold coin while his hand's in the car.
I mean, you did give up some info, but like, you know where the Sentinel's at? Let's cut
Oh.
to the chase.
Of course. You looking for Whim?
Yes, we are.
Oh, yes, Whim. Whim stays at the gazebo.
So
Non-stop
why aren't we
watching-
at the gazebo already, sir? Here's
I
the
mean-
coin. Why don't you take us to the gazebo and we'll see what we can do over here?
It's just, oh, of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know if you've heard of us or not, but we're TOMBSQUAD. And we know avant-garde, the best, literal best interior and outerior designer in the entire universe. We can work with him to throw you guys a nice shindig, that's for sure. Right, TOMBSQUAD?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll call some people.
All right, cool. I mean, if you're down. Avant-garde.
Oh, avant-garde's on the other line. Of course, I can. How can I get to the moon? Like, when's this party?
I mean,
What?
you know. We don't know yet, but we'll let you know when we get the details from Lord.
It's like in the background of the phone call, you just hear a bunch of like, what sounds like cloth rustling, and like some sticks banging up against the wall. It's like, it's like, well, hold on, like I think I got this. I think it'll work. And it's just like, now, Tsoki, are you sure that these work? This is safe. As like
I
you hear,
am 100% willing to guarantee your safe trip. Did you do exactly what I told you and not miss any of the 34 steps?
All right. Okay. This is just me testing how many steps he totally missed. 2.
Mm.
It's just like, okay, and you hear what sounds like one of those like fans unfurling, the situations. but much, much bigger. Maybe big enough to be like a kite sit on somebody's back. He's like, I'm coming. I won't let you miss out on a party. Don't worry. If he does show up, it'll be by the end of the game.
He's a real one.
I bet one of the steps he missed was putting on the rocket-powered Heelys to get him enough
I hope
rust to
not.
get him up here.
I really hope not. But you know what? Knowing him, yeah. That's total avant-garde. Total.
The others,
Better
the
have gotten the
others,
Heelys.
the other steps.
You still
are not
get
as bad.
royalties from that, right?
Oh yeah. That's where I got the gold coin from.
I feel like
Maybe-
one of the steps avant-garde forgot is definitely how to deploy the brakes.
Well, there are no breaks.
This step just says stop.
Yep.
So come crashing next to you all with rocket-covered fucking Heelys on 6 of his tentacles comes Avant-Garde blistering
There he is!
speed,
My boy!
just like burning stuff, burning behind him, like the fire tracks hitting the path as he's just like pointing at the cameras of all 4 of you guys' cameras on the way, trying so hard to not. He's doing it just to the side of the cameras, so he's not breaking the 4th wall.
He's a real professional.
TOMBSQUAD, we gotta catch him. It's the only way to stop that thing.
Absolutely.
Did anyone bring a comically large net?
Actually, Rosie reaches into her back pocket and grabs her extra strong, handy dandy fishing net. It's not that big, but it might do.
Or I could just try to grab him.
Look at
Got this,
that.
Tarkus.
Yeah, go for it. What are you gonna do to try to grab onto him? You can use Rosie's net for sure. It'll give you a 1 forward.
Rosie tosses you the net. Or I toss you the net.
I think Tarkus is gonna quick grab his gun lance and stab it into ground to act as an anchor. So he doesn't get dragged along with avant-garde. As he tries to use that net to catch him. What would this be?
I think this is agility with 1 forward. Does everybody else see 2 different dice than what it says it rolled?
I mean, I don't.
I see a 3 and a 6, even though it says it rolled a 3 and a 4.
Right? I see a 3. Like
I see it on stream, but I don't see it on Roll20.
wild.
I see a 3 and a 4.
I saw
I
a
think
3
we
and
should
6.
take the 3 and the 6.
We can't because we know that we stick to the what it says down there. Like what the chat readout is, not what the dice says. Sadly, we made that call a while ago. I was hoping wasn't gonna happen with this one, but it is a yes, but so Huckets, yeah, you catch Avant-Garde in that net, and you've got it. So like you're holding on incredibly tightly. I personally think this has to be almost a Captain America holds back the helicopter scene. Like you got him, but now you have to successfully get that muscle check. Because it is trying to like pull your arm out of your socket. And like one of those is fake. Well, it's real.
One of
but, you
those
know.
is detachable. Just a regular muscle, no forward.
Yeah, just a regular muscle. Hilarious. Oh shit is what it says in the book for when you roll a 6 or lower.
Yeah.
So about that detachable arm.
I think it's funnier if you guys just see Tarkus get pulled off. Like not his arm, but his whole body gets like pulled away, and it's very Goof Troop style, like Yahahoe situation as he falls down as he goes down one of those holes. And then Lorge is just the gazebo is that way. It points a different direction than where Tarkus and Avant-Garde just went flying down at full speed.
You know, Lord could have tried to help.
I mean,
Like,
could
you
have.
could have paid me more.
Oh, I didn't realize we had to pay you to be a decent person, but, you know, whatever.
Someone throw me my lance.
Okay. I will toss your lance down the hole.
Do
Throw
not,
me a muscle.
Because this thing's
do
heavy.
not make us a Tarkus kebab.
Oh, no.
Oh,
that's
no.
sad. That's 4.
I don't think the lance made it.
I think Tsoki tried to lift it up, but it's so heavy it just falls on him.
Just a hurt. Hurt. Ah!
Whoever pulls this lance from the moon will be Princess of the Moon.
Some say it has been left here for thousands of years.
I do kind of like the mental image of Flynn's idea of Soki's just standing on the lance trying to pull it out.
You know,
I
you
wonder
gotta
if the big guy could pick it up and just like throw it to him. It's like probably like a toothpick to him. Lord.
Lord just looks at it, just like, I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of responsibility.
Well, I mean, you're in the movie now. You are part of us.
A part of you.
Plus, we gotta make it to the gazebo.
Yeah.
We got a party to schedule.
It's kind of the Tomb Squad way. We gotta recruit at least one person to the squad on our
I mean-
travels.
Yeah, don't you want to be an honorary Tomb Squad member? We have a really great vacation club.
It's
I'm gonna-
amazing.
In Maui.
I decorated it.
I'm gonna go to the trunk of the car, start rooting around, and see if we got one supersized Tomb Squad T-shirt back there.
Oh, yes, please, please.
So, Rosie, you gotta roll me magnetism, please. And, Tsoki, you roll me drama, please. Rosie, you're adding 2 too many at the beginning. Don't worry about that one. I'll let that one rock just fine. But you don't actually have to type out how many going forward. I think you're good.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Keeping the 10 though.
Yeah, go. We're just gonna keep that one. But then yours is yes, but okay. So Rosie, Lorge grabs onto Tarkus's spear and lifts it over his shoulder, and to the same degree that it's a full-on gun lance for Tarkus, and Tarkus is bigger than some of you. This guy's holding it like you would see somebody holding like a sword and shield. Like instead of like having to brace it, Lorge is large enough that it kind of looks like a guy holding just a standard sword and shield. Tsoki, you do find a t-shirt and probably something else like big enough for him. But what's the but about it? Is this all taking just so long we lose sight of where Tarkus and Avant-Garde went down?
Yeah, I mean, they got rocket power skates, so they're probably just like skating through the tunnels right now. Just having a good time over there.
Just a regular blast.
I was gonna say, we don't have any Lorges, we only have extra Lorge.
Got the Tarkus just hitting his head on every bump.
Actually, like Lorge grabs the extra Lorge. It's just like I don't like. They put it on. It comes down to like where their thighs would be, and like I feel this. I feel this is good. I feel included. Little bit of red static, like shooting from between one pedal and another. It's just like, I don't think they're gonna. It's like I don't think your friends are gonna go far. There's a lot of like locks and mechanisms down there that you shouldn't be able to pass. They'll run right into them shortly.
You'll be surprised what TOMBSQUAD gets to do. Smash cut to Tarkus and Avant-Garde doing what they're doing.
They just crash into a door so hard it falls over.
I feel like it is the Sonic 2 bonus game, for the record. Tarkus, the camera is going to show you and Avant-Garde just flying down here. Avant-Garde, no control over which direction they're going. He put on too many Heelys at once, and it just like every once in a while, Avant-Garde is turned completely around just to looking directly at you and into the camera, just screaming. Like you've got the net over him, but the only thing keeping you attached to him is this net, and if you let it go, you are just gonna like eat so much asphalt. As you go down into this cave, as the dust lets up, because the whole in caves the dust has not built up to such a degree as it has outside. You do start to see many screens on the wall as you're flying by. But you are still not in any control of how fast you're going. But what's your plan here, Tarkus?
I think the plan is probably going to be to try to climb up the net to get as close to Avant-Garde as I can and try to turn off the rocket Heelys one by one.
Love it. What are we thinking? This is probably muscle, right?
Muscle or agility, probably.
Yeah, definitely one of those two. Which would you like to roll, Tarkus?
As much as I want to say muscle because it has the highest bonus, could I perhaps persuade you to make it a drama roll? It's a dramatic. Will Tarkus shut it off in time before they hit a wall?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead for it.
The camera constantly cutting back from a wide angle where they're
The answer is no.
rapidly approaching the wall, then to Tarkus's face, just a close up as he's straining against it, the fingers slowly reaching towards the off button on the Heelys.
Absolutely. It's just like reaching for that off button, and just as like you fly by the screens and like you're going so fast, like the camera focuses on one of the screens, like this one right here, as you fly by it super fast, and you finally get one turn, like you're approaching a door like ridiculously quickly. Like you approach a wall of screens in front of you. It is acting like it as a door for now. Yeah, gotta get that out of there. And you guys are just flying at it top speed. And then it's just like Avant-Garde turns and looks at you, Tarkus. He's like, you guys have gotten close enough, and like he just wraps his tentacles around you. He's like, it's been nice knowing you, buddy. It's like, I'm sorry about this.
We're not dead yet.
It's just like use my body to cushion your blow. And he like spreads all of his tentacles that he can out to try to like get between you and the wall. And then just one of the screens just says "Princess detected," and the wall lifts up rapidly, and you guys go flying through it, and then it just slams down.
Who's a princess?
All of us.
That's great.
I love it.
For a quick second, you three, standing outside the hole that Tarkus and Avant-Garde just went down, you hear screaming. Just bone chilling, like raise all the fur on the back of your, raise all the fur on your entire body's situation.
Who's trying to outscream me? We gotta find this yeller.
You just yell back.
Yeah.
They'll just
Can
scream
I
into
just,
the
like,
hole.
Scream
It's like-
back.
You're just gonna take that?
What would you
I
scream
want to.
back?
I just want to sheer terrorize this thing.
Yeah, like, what are you yelling? Like, what do you yell down there so things, like, stay away from you? Or avoid you?
Y'all monster big boys better step back, because the Tomb Squad's here and we're willing to fear you up. Don't come near us. We're stinky like nasty cheese.
But like in a good way.
Roll me... Wait, how does that move work? Okay, so... You have to roll me a muscle.
Alright.
With an 8. On a 7 to 8, you pick one, but the noise alerts an enemy or a group of enemies to your presence. So you get to pick. A single person of your choice flees immediately. A group makes a fighting retreat hastily but organized. Someone falls down. Someone's grip on an item is lost, or a friend is alerted to your presence.
A friend is alerted to my presence.
Tarkus, you and Avant-Garde are fully aware that the rest of Tomb Squad is on their way to help you. It's like you are perfectly safe. Like, don't you worry. Just 1 second. You are in this room.
Mm.
Mhm. And all three of those creatures in front of you are screaming. Just absolutely screaming. Non-stop. But anyway, back to the rest of Tomb Squad. How we get, like, what's the plan? You know where Tarkus is. He's that way and close enough that he could hear Rosie before you guys definitely heard a door closing.
Should probably go towards that sound.
Rosie flips her camera and gets really dramatically like close to her face and says, "But what if it's monsters?" An ominous noise appears behind her voice.
We've defeated monsters before.
This is true.
It's like we're
But
Tomb Squad.
not any moon monsters. What if they're just like crazy monsters?
I think they're just going to be like washed up pirates.
I am technically a pirate with this eye patch, so let's get it.
Yeah, we'll be the better
Right.
pirates.
Let's plunder. Arr!
Yarr.
Doom Squad!
Squad. Fucking love it. Alright, so you three, much slower, but you guys see the burnt Healy tracks on the floor, and also Tarkus's non-Healy burnt thing. I'm sure he activated his Heelys at some point, but like when he was trying to slow him down. But you also see what I was telling you about before. This ship we know was made or grown specifically by people. Like this is not naturally occurring. There are screens on the walls that none of them have anything metal in them, but they all do seem somewhat organic. Most of them are offline right now, showing just pale light.
Oh my god, they're all Teletubby stomachs.
Yo, low key, I really want to try some of that tubby custard and toast. I bet it's banging.
Dude, I want the tubby coat. Tubby. Anyways,
The custard, boy.
I wanted the toast.
Oh,
I want some of that Coke. But like this is the camera is coming in to you all just walking this dark alley, and then one of the one of the screens is just flashing, and then other ones as you approach, as you walk down the alley, some of them are becoming clearer. You can see some of the succulents along the edge of the road, and clearly this was a road. The succulents are like beginning to bloom. Their petals are vibrating very subtly, like dropping off the dust that they had covering them. It's not as much dust, but there is still dust down here. We could keep going if we want to, absolutely. Let me just move this here.
How do we get through all these screens?
Yeah, and you are all like greeted with the giant wall of screens as well. Although you are not heading at it at a massive speed. Oh, these screens are showing. Unless you guys look at them, I'm not going to give you anything in particular.
Well, I mean, we gotta go look at the screens on the door that are blocking our path, right? Maybe it's a riddle.
I like riddles. Let's do it.
Tsoki, roll me a drama.
Seven.
7 is still yes, but okay, so the camera will show that on each of these screens you see a side of the echo. Each screen is showing like a different side. As you approach to get closer, like down here, Tsoki, this is side 20. Like you can see it clear as day, and it's just you're starting to get close, and you say, it just says "Princess detected," and the wall raises up, and then you are hit with a wave of screaming.
Soki's just gonna be like, no, wait, I was looking at that. What the hell?
Tarkus, you and Avant-Garde have been in here for about, I don't know, 5 minutes, and the constant screaming has not slowed down at all.
Will you three please quiet down?
Roll me magnanimism. Not magnetism. Magnetism. Magnanimism. How magnanimous are you?
How many magnets can you hold in your pocket?
That looks like an 11.
Yeah, yep. No, it's an 11. All right, so what do you say to them? Like, how do you calm them down? And again, make it a movie.
The temptation is real to just whip out his shotgun and shoot the ceiling.
Absolutely. It's action movie style.
But what
Yeah,
do you
let's go with
say
that.
while you do it?
Why?
The screaming suddenly like cuts off and they all stare at you. You have 6 bright red eyes just staring at you. Hey, real quick, I do feel like I need to say this to specifically Caustic. Everything they're doing right now is played up action movie of whatever they actually did. So everything they're doing, they're not hurting the moon. We're
The
good.
shotgun is definitely loaded with blanks.
Like this is the movie version of what really happened. So it's probably like actually like he like either raised the shotgun and shouted at them or something. But this is just action movie. Don't beat yourself up thinking that whatever they're doing is terrible. The gist of the game will be the truth. But I see you over there just like, oh no. Don't worry about being oh no. But the 3 of these are just like they stop screaming. I think this one takes the longest to stop screaming. It's just like
Are we good? Are we done with the screaming?
They're all just staring at you. What's the camera angle looking like right now? Like if like for the movie, where do we got the camera set up? What are we recording?
I think we got like multicam scanning the room.
The camera like cuts to each individual one. Like they're debating if they're done screaming.
Cuts to me, and I just have a frying pan menacingly.
Rosie's getting mad because Rosie's the only screamer.
Just as like that split screen cut where it's just like one person at a time gets a portion of the screen and it just goes churn, 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 with all of their faces.
This place begins to reek of onions so fast, for the record.
Rosie's mouth cannot stop salivating for the onion people, but she will hold herself back. But just know that this is very hard.
Yeah, Tarkus, you've got their full attention. They have stopped screaming, and all 6 eyes are staring at you.
Where are we? Why did that door open?
Why were you guys screaming?
I assume that's because Avant-Garde and I came crashing through.
Yeah, but it continued. Usually it's a, huh?
Oh, for the record, Tarkus, they were screaming before you opened that door. Like, they've been screaming for a long time.
All right. Why were you guys screaming? And please use your inside voice.
I think they're all just trembling. Like, hands down, just trembling. Just, they see all of you, like, their eyes are going from one to the other. They look at, Avant-Garde. And, like, one of them's just like, "Scream, Lord!" And he passes out.
Avant-Garde, do you want us to explain it, or do you want to handle that?
Avant just like, "I'm just happy to be recognized." It's like, all the way on the moon, they know of my father. And he, like, walks up and he, like, pokes the little onion guy. And then he looks at the screen, and that's when it does the dramatic tone change. Where you just see some of the most horrendous shit that you've ever seen. You see absolute nightmare monsters. And, like, literally nightmare monsters. Tsoki. Like, you guys have seen these in some of your dreams before, especially during October. It's just,
So,
they... What?
you guys bring my lance?
We left it with Lorge. I think he... Well...
I think Lord's is too big to get down here, honestly.
Yeah.
Lord
Just
just too
hanging
large.
on to it for you.
These guys are silent. They are sweating pretty profusely from their heads. Actually, not even their heads. If you look at them, it looks like they're trying to cry. And they have, like, the foamy liquid, like, building up underneath their eyes. And then eventually it does just start running down their faces. Slightly tinged red.
Rosie, you got any of your snacks with you? These guys look like they could use some
As a matter of fact,
nice chill vibes down here.
I've got quite a few snacks. Rosie reaches into her bag. Actually, Rosie puts her camera in the bag so you can see inside. And when I put the camera inside, you can see that there are like 100 pockets inside, and each pocket has a different kind of snack in it. So Rosie reaches in and grabs her cheese, pulls it out, the finest one she has, the 50-year-old age reserved sharp white cheddar cheese. Will this suffice?
Roll me a magnetism and take plus, like, and do have, like, add the 1 at the beginning of it. Because we know that things on the moon do actually love cheese.
Okay, perfect.
Absolutely. Like, they all just walk up and just start, like, eating the cheese, like, so happily.
Take a whiff of that, guys.
Oh yeah, they love it. All 3 of them like come over. While that is happening, who wants to do the like? So we can dramatically look at the screen and learn some stuff, or we could dramatically look around the room and learn some stuff. Who wants to do what?
I want to look at the screen.
I want to eat cheese and look at the screen too.
Okay, okay.
I've already wandered off quite a bit.
All right, Blueberries, roll me drama. Oh yeah, that's a
Nice.
full-on regular crit. Blueberries, you see dried out husks of hundreds of these little onion dudes.
I think we found graveyard. What's going on over here?
The guys look up and as they're eating, like, the ones that expired.
Explain expired.
They don't. They didn't get to keep going. We had to use them for nutrients.
Right. I'm just gonna like go back to everybody else and just whisper in their ears like, we should probably like leave.
What
They
do you mean nutrients? As Rosie makes quotation marks with her fingers in the air.
We're quite capable of consuming anything for energy. And they motion to the cheese. This is quite good, though. Thank you.
Anyways, about that leaving.
Okay. Are they? She whispers into Blueberry's ears. Are they eating each other?
Yeah, it definitely sounds like they're eating each other. Some sort of
Okay.
weird onion cult. We should probably leave.
Can I please just start screaming so that we can make our getaway?
Absolutely. First, Tsoki, how is your drama roll to looking at the screens?
You said it's like horrible, terrifying shit, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Just like
They're eating each other, Tsoki.
So I think what it looks like is Tsoki will have the camera in front of him as he approaches the screen, and then like you'll see it like in the reflection of his eyes as he's watching this, and he just goes, oh, and then he's gonna pick up the camera and just like put his arm around him. He's like, you don't want to look at that. You don't. Oh man, and just like usher the audience away from the horrible, terrible thing that's going on.
absolutely, yeah. Troll 2 is a very good like base touching for it, because like that movie is terribly campy and really awful, but yeah, it scared the shit out of me because I watched it as a very young kid and watched somebody get them like they're eating him and then they're gonna eat me. So as you turn the camera around, one of the big one in the center, like it's eating the most cheese, is just like looking and just like, yes, you see. And he's just like, and that was only for a moment. I've been on duty for hundreds of years. shaking.
Ugh. God, you guys gotta watch something better. Can I
Oh, Wim
put
might
on?
see it.
Who might see it?
Wim. If we don't censor, then Wim will see it, and that'll ruin the vibe. Sometimes they sneak through, but we've been very diligent. There used to be more of us. And they like motion to all of the like drained husks.
I bet we can make some really good tamales out of these husks. Just
Don't
saying.
you dare.
Just saying.
We have a recipe, and they reach into their pocket and pull out a recipe.
I'm
book.
sure you do, you
Cooking
little
with
monsters.
friends.
Yeah,
Oh,
cooking
no.
with friends. I love it, but that's not cool, all right? Witty, but not cool.
Tarkus just has his face in his hand.
So
Um,
you guys telling me that you have to watch all this stuff just on repeat so that Wim doesn't see it.
Oh, I wish it was on repeat. Then I could get ready for it. But everybody can dream up so many creative things.
And you can't just like change the channel, send good vibes to Wim. Nothing you could do.
We make sure Wim gets the good vibes.
Why don't you guys get any vibes?
We use, it's like we get vibes. We get these vibes. These are the vibes for us. Wim continues to smell more and more like onions.
I mean, good vibes. Why don't you guys have any good vibes? Like you guys should have some good vibes. Like, just change the channel to something nicer.
yeah,
Maybe
like
a Christmas
Nat Geo,
Carol's on.
Watch the baby animals or something.
There you go.
Watch the Puppy Bowl. That can turn anybody.
Do you guys have YouTube down here? Just gonna pull up the Urban Rescue branch.
Blueberries. Can you roll me? Actually, you don't have to roll Blueberries. I don't, because I think Blueberries could do this naturally. But if you want to, do you want to roll me a drama?
Sure do.
Like, if you want to like look at how this computer works, looking for the YouTube button.
Just gonna poke around.
A 10? Absolutely. All right. So, Blueberries, as you look at this system, and you realize none of this is metal. All of this is like living plant life. And all of them, there's just like tons of knobs and like fun little buttons. You don't know exactly how to do it, but with a 10, it looks convincing for the camera. And you see they do change the screens. They change the screens rapidly. You see one of your own good dreams. Like, you've had that dream before. What is it?
I think I was on a yacht.
Wasn't it Boats and Hose?
Some hose with the big leaves fanning me.
That's right.
I was having a good time. I had like a martini. That was my favorite dream.
And they're like, yes, this one doesn't count. And they this goes, and they click on it, and it's just like goes into basically a folder of good vibes, or whim, or whimsies. It actually whims E drive. Sorry, my bad. Like, once in a while, we'll get a sneak peek at a good one. We'll see it for a quick second, but that's not our job.
You guys need to unionize, I swear.
Like we used to be. Like We've never been left on shift so long. It used to be a very limited thing.
When did it all change?
About 1,000 years ago.
Well, what happened then?
Well, they stopped bringing us food until your delectable. What is this? What is this food holding up the cheese that Rosie gave them?
This is 100-year-old extra sharp aged fine white cheddar cheese.
Who is them?
Well, it was like any of the. And then, they stop and they wouldn't have to stop and think about it because they've gone a little crazy. And she's like, Figment used to like come and provide us food.
Who? Figment?
Figment, the princess of the moon.
Figment, the princess of the moon.
You guys will have knowledge about her. She met the first crew.
Okay.
She met the people who landed here first, the main characters of this arc.
Well, that
met
makes sense because the door did open to a princess.
You're all princesses? Oh, that explains the food. That explains the food. That explains the food. Princesses.
Oh.
Princesses. You will support
Sure.
it. You do you have more to relieve us? We've been
Food?
here down here a very long time.
Food?
Food?
Nice.
Food or the second shift would be so polite.
I think we need to talk to the Moon Princess about this.
Where is she?
Yeah, I think you need to set up like a moon Uber Eats or something.
Somebody's gonna say Moober Eats. I'm just waiting for it.
Uber Eats.
There it is. I knew somebody had it. Stept is the one that had it. So, these three are just like staring at you. Behind you, they are very twitchy, for the record. All three of them are incredibly just like, they want to turn and face their screens. Because they are missing a lot of things while they are helping you. Oh, Blueberries, you rolled such a high drama thing. You see it on the screen. Like, you see the, you see the moon in conjunction with the echo. Like, you see them set apart from each other. You see a massive influx of something coming towards the moon, like a huge wave. And you can definitely tell that it is some form of energy. Like Blueberries has that kind of information on lock.
I think the movie would just cut to it as it rips through space.
Oh, sweet. Give me a second. I got that.
Oh, shit. I'm going to go ahead and ask the little onion guys if they were expecting company in the form of flying things at the moon.
It's like, no, but like, you were the first to arrive. Well, it's just like,
I just point to the screen and be like, then who's that?
it's just like, oh no. And they both, all three of them immediately take to their stations. Like, prepare yourselves. It's coming.
Has this happened before?
It used to happen every single day. Back when there were hundreds of us.
What is it?
It's everyone's dreams. They're going to bed. And then, like, everybody on the ship, there is some residual data. There's, like, atmospheric No, I think I might be doing a bad job of describing it. There is a massive surge in and energy, and it's all coming from the echo and leading up to the moon, being pulled by the moon. And this is that tidally locked energy that we saw previously, and it's about to crash into the moon. And you see it all coming on the screens all at the same time. These three little guys breaking their screens into like millions of little parts, all of them eyes open. You see them clicking on some of them and dragging them into a red bin, and clicking on others and dragging them into the WIMS E drive. And like they are just doing it at a rapid pace, and it's so fast.
I thought
I'm a little intimidated, honestly.
if you just put up a dream catcher, it would just filter out the bad. Like, why don't they just set up like a dream catcher firewall sort of situation?
Yeah.
Oh god, what if dream catchers actually make their jobs harder?
Well, no, it would catch the dreams.
Right. And just hold on to them for them. Like in limbo, kind of.
Bad dreams would just kind of yeet, and then the good dreams would pass through. That's how dream catchers work.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm kind of imagining they have to unzip the dreams from the dream catchers. Like those compressed files.
Like if fucking Blueberries has Dreamcatcher EXE like on a drive, I would love it.
I mean, he probably does.
It's a brilliant solution.
I do, but it's on 5.5-inch floppy. So, you guys have one of those?
The organic computer is beginning to grow exactly the drive that you needed to. I said you're gonna have to still go through like an install process. Like this is hackers. We have left Flash Gordon and we have begun to do what is Blueberry's cool fucking like 90s hacker screen name?
Well, it has to have X's on either end because obviously. We're gonna go with Trash Man.
XX Trash Man. XX.
Yep.
His whole outfit has changed too, right?
Of course, 100%.
I got so many belts on now.
Yeah, you've got so many belts. You've got a hooded sweatshirt on top of another hoodie on top of another hoodie.
And I have roller skates on.
And you have roller
Please
skates
be
on.
wearing the tiny glasses from that movie Hackers with.
Oh yeah, no,
Matthew
of
Lillard.
course.
Matthew Lillard glasses. You have to be wearing them.
Man, I really wish we could visit their little hacker cave, hacker bar.
Oh my god, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Just like sweet techno playing.
Yeah, you guys, like, what does this scene look like? Tsoki, Rosie, Tarkus, what are you doing while this is happening?
It literally looks like the scene in The Matrix where Neo meets Trinity for the first time in that giant freaking geek club with all the goth people in leather.
Absolutely.
Just kidding.
So, no, this entire like avant-garde is just like walking around, just like handing out outfits. He's just like, get the vibe. And like
Yes.
he's measuring the little onion guys. He's just like, okay, all right. Just like, do you guys have names?
Yes, we do.
No. I know you have a name, Rosie. I'm asking these little fellas. It's like the music's too loud. It's just like they look and like, I don't remember my name. And she's like, okay, so you're Twit, you're Quibby, and you're Mix.
Quibby, my boy.
Twit, Quibby, Mix.
I think Quibby's my favorite.
Yeah,
Look at his
Quibby.
sweet jacket.
He's got a pretty
Yeah.
sweet jacket. Mix is
I
wearing a
know.
hoodie. You just really can't. You kind of can't tell. I tried to make them all wearing hoodies, like old dirty hoodies, but it wasn't working out for me.
They do look like they've been working in IT for quite a while.
That was what I was
Yeah,
trying to
look.
do. I was like, these guys have just been in the basement of the gazebo for
Hey,
1,000 years.
hey,
I mean, the only thing they're missing is like a goatee.
I've got something for you guys. Rosie reaches back into her rucksack and whips out a giant bottle of eye drops that she likes to use when her eyes get red and dry from, extracurriculars. And then she hands them to her boys and says, here, try these eye drops. They might help that thing you got going on up there, with your
It's like avant-garde, just like cut. Tomb Squad branded eye drops, Rosie. Don't forget to land the line. Look directly in the camera and go.
Here, my boys, why don't you try some of these 100% proven liquidy fresh eye drops from Tomb Squad? And don't forget, boys and girls, to drop your cash at Tomb Squad the movie and buy your exclusive Tomb Squad popcorn bucket and cup. Limited time only. In theaters only.
Avant-garde just is like, snake oil is not actually 100% guaranteed. We just promise that it might work. And then she like points at the camera. Roll me a what's the thing that is not magnetism?
Thing that's not magnetism. Talk about swagger.
Oh shit, it would be swagger. My bad.
You want me to roll swagger?
Yes, please.
Oh,
Add 2 to it.
all right. I can do that. 2.
Because you've got Avon's help with this one.
Ooh, wee.
Oh yeah, even with the plus, it wasn't enough.
That's okay.
Snake oil, Tomb Squad branded eye drops named Snake Oil is not really a good seller.
Yeah. But it sounds badass.
It's because it's Rosie the snake.
That's
we're
right.
Trying to go with
Rosie
the movie.
the
It just didn't.
snake.
It just didn't. Win.
Shit. The snake.
Sheepskin.
That's why I like
Sheepskin.
snake oil.
That's right.
Snake's oil. It's like I'm gonna add another one. That makes it a success, but a problem.
What's the issue?
So, Tsoki.
Yep.
The screen is going. All of the screens. There's so many screens in this room. And it's not even each side. Each part of each screen is a nightmare that somebody is having somewhere around the world. Either a nightmare or a dream. The dreams stay on the screen much less and much shorter. Like they have to watch the nightmares to confirm that they are nightmares. So, I think your vibe detector situation is going insane. Like, that's terrifying, that's terrifying, that's terrifying. That's somebody having a really nice dream. It's like, oh no, it goes into the E drive. And it's just like, the E drive is basically a glowing force of energy right now. Incredibly powerful. It's like, vibes, but what if we like cooked it down into just the best version of it, you know?
Mhm.
Right now, Blueberries on the is on the boards, just currently trying to install it. I'm picturing, and like Blueberries, feel free to stop me at any point. Is like very duct tape, wrapping duct tape around these vines and stuff that are coming out like wires, doing the whole like splitting wires and like cutting off the plastic of them to like get to the metal, like the frayed bits. You know what I mean?
And just splicing and soldering.
Yeah, just splicing and soldering like crazy, but again with plants instead of with metal. But so while he's doing that, I've got something for Tarkus here in a second. What is Tsoki doing? You can help him with that. You can give him an extra die, or a plus if you just want to help, or you can be keeping an eye on anything else in this room.
We give some help.
I'm sorry. That is we know what you're doing. That is what is.
I kind of want to. The only idea I could have is to like try to channel my own vibes to send into the computer myself. What if I just like went to sleep real quick and just had the best dream?
Okay. Did you get your hands on some of that NyQuil?
Yeah. Say I did. I wasn't here for that game, so I probably still have mine.
So just so everybody knows, we invented NyQuil. As long as you don't roll a 1, you gotta roll me a 20-sider so we know that you're not allergic to it, though. Alright. Tsoki is not allergic to NyQuil. It will make you pass out, and then you will begin regenerating health once you're unconscious. But what, like, paint us that picture, give us that scene. Like, the whole room is filling with like fog. Avant-Garde is attaching they're kind of like the little jet packs that Rennick has, except for all they do is mood lighting. They swivel back and forth with like laser lights. He's got music playing real loud because that is how loud he's been told to play it. Blueberries working on the computer. Show me Tsoki drinking a bottle of NyQuil.
Alright. To play it up for the movie, he goes over to one of the empty chairs and he just kind of like kicks back. He pulls like a eye mask out of his pocket and places over his eyes. Kicks back, chugs a NyQuil, like pops up, looks at the camera, just the one, just like one half of the eye patch, and be like, "I'll be right back." And then he puts it back down and then just like almost instantly starts snoring. The camera just like zooms in on his face and it cuts to the dream sequence. And it's just Tsoki doing what he loves. He's flying his kite. He's going through the sky. He's doing stunts. Oh, what's that? It's turned into a rocket-powered kite. And he's flying straight to the moon and he's doing circles around the moon, just having a wonderful time, just going everywhere. Everything's great.
So what an amazing dream sequence. While that dream is like getting booted up into it, Tarkus, how can we've all seen big hacking scenes and things. There's not enough power. Blueberries, you just don't have enough juice in that. We're gonna need like more juice. But where can we find it? We don't have enough energy to run your Dreamcatcher EXE.
Is there a generator or a power box nearby?
Yeah, absolutely. Some of these stations, there's an old like decrepit station that they had to put in like reserve mode. It's just sleeping.
Well, I'm gonna kick it. I'm gonna kick it back on.
Yeah, Fonzie this thing. success.
Man, it
But-
really likes rolling a 1 for me.
1 second. Never mind. All right, so yeah, that boots it on. Blueberries, the extra energy you needed is coming through. Like, you can take this roll. It's going to be a drama roll, and you can add 1 to it, or you can add 2 to it. If you add 2 to it, what is happening is like you are about to plug them in at exactly the same time, so you're going to get that frazzled fur look. No matter whether it's a
definitely doing it
success-
too.
Absolutely. All right. So give me a drama and like add 2 at the beginning. Yeah, absolutely. 14's like real good. Okay. So how does this look? And here's what I think is going to happen. But you, somebody paint me how it looks. Like, as you connect these 2 things, all of these screens are going to show the dream catcher like virus or application booting up, and the first dream it's going to catch is Tsoki's dream.
So you know on National Lampoon's Christmas when he plugs in all the lights and they finally turn on?
Yep.
It's going to be like that. Just I try it a couple times and nothing works, and I fiddle with things, and then I have the one final slow click, and then everything turns on.
Absolutely. And like, you guys all just see Tsoki flying around the moon on a rocket powered kite. And all 3 of these guys, like, and they first put the little droplets in their eyes from Rosie, and they do not blink because none of them blink, but their eyes get a little bit. I think there's like a silver sheen over them. They don't go back from red, not quite yet. But then you see other dreams getting caught in it, and very specifically dreams about adventure, dreams about flying. Like, all of the dreams caught in this dream catcher web are that kind of thing. Somebody jumping off a cliff but taking to the sky, and
like people who just are dreaming about going to the moon now that Lockstitch has shown that it's possible.
oh, absolutely, so many dreams about the moon. Who's dreaming about going to the moon? I'm gonna ask Tsoki and Tarkus because you 2 know more NPCs than probably the other 2. Whose dream do you see?
Chester's.
Oh, Chester.
I don't
It's
think
just like-
Chester has been to the moon yet, right?
He has not been to the moon. He's so excited to go to the moon. There's so many more voters up there for him. It's just like, this here, 5-time kissable llama. And he's just up here kissing space babes. Like, he doesn't know that there's onion people up here, so you just see him kissing other llamas, but these other llamas have like the alien antennas.
And they're green for some reason.
And they're green, absolutely. It's just like, you see Chester up here, so excited. Right, Tarkus, who else's dream do you see on this? Get caught in the dream catcher. .exe.
Trying to remember the names of the cult of the Ram folk that traveled with us on the path.
Riot
'Cause
and
I'm
Crash.
Because I'm sure one of them is dreaming about fighting the moon.
Just straight up fighting the moon?
Yep.
It's just... And you see the cow jump over the moon. He takes this huge leap, and he's got like a not a partisan, just a spear. Like, he's trying to dragoon the moon.
The moon somehow has arms and legs.
Only one eye though. It has a big eye patch over the second one. And Blueberries, I think you noticed that this is quite successful. Once in a while, a nightmare does get stuck in it. A flying dream or an adventurous dream turns into a falling dream. And you guys like see somebody like fall like in on the screen. It's like, ooh, that one's gonna have a hard time. It's like, oh, it takes a second. We can get it out of this, but this does automate most of it for us. Thank you very much. It's like, oh, we could take a break.
Well, the thing about
Yeah, you guys can
falling
just-
dreams is that you're always like awoken by them, right? So it's just like it scares you awake, right?
Oh yeah, so we installed that failsafe. Whew. Before that one, it was a situation. I was told. But oh, looking at this, it's like it like looks around the room full of like fog, leather outfits, and beating music. It's just, thank you. I do believe you might have set all dreams to adventure, though, for now. This is a vibe. This is a safe vibe for you all, yes?
I think at this point, Tsoki just wakes up from his dream, just shouting adventure.
The adventure is just like Tsoki just radiates it through the room. And all of them like jump a little bit, but they all start to relax visibly. Twit decides to just lay on the ground. Like still like putting cheese in his mouth, listening to the music. Like, okay, that should help. Like, oh, so what brings 4 princesses to us? This is a mighty honor.
I might have fallen down a hole.
I've heard that happens.
And got rocketed through the whole tunnel.
Seen that one. They all just nod. First day with skates? It's a familiar one for first days with skates.
What do you mean by
First day
princesses?
trying to turn off someone else's skates.
You all must be princesses or they wouldn't let you up here. We have a very important security system. Nobody thought that there wouldn't be a princess to let us out, though. I've been holding it for 1,000 years.
Is there a bathroom nearby?
Oh no, we recycle, don't worry. So this would be the scene where the main characters explain how they're here to help people in an action movie. Who wants to take that role? Because we didn't nominate anybody as the lead.
I vote Tsoki.
Yeah. I figured.
I vote Tsoki too.
Same.
All right. Soki's gonna gather everybody. I'm here to explain what we're doing to help, right?
Yep.
This is for the movie. So, all right. Soki's gonna gather the squad into like a little group huddle, and just like, all right, squad, we've practiced this. I need you all to do your poses as I start explaining this. Are you guys ready?
I'm on it.
Oh hell yeah, yeah, to the max.
So he's gonna be like, "All right, remember your cue." He's gonna take a step back. He's gonna straighten up his jacket, and just like, "We are the TOMBSQUAD, adventurers of folk song, here to help any and all who are in need. We heard that the moon was craving adventure, and so we brought it with us, here to share adventure with all."
Like, clap, 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 and it's just like, ooh, we share it with everyone. And they look at the screen and Dreamcatcher, and it's just like, yes, yes, of course, share adventure with everyone.
And Tsoki's gonna just like pan his camera to each individual TOMBSQUAD member as they strike their pose.
Oh my god, what's everybody's pose?
Rosie, do you want to do the wheelbarrow? I can do the front part. If you want to hold my feet.
Absolutely, I will hold your feet.
All right, fantastic. We're gonna do the wheelbarrow.
1000%. All right, Tarkus, what's your pose?
I think Tarkus is JoJo posing. Specifically Josuke.
And Tsoki, you hit your last line. What's the pose?
The thought of my head is jazz hands, but I don't like that. But that's the only thing I'm currently thinking of. So I'll just like jazz hands towards the rest of the squad, I guess.
All right, you give me a drama, but you could also use the delivery. You did just make a speech.
Okay. Yes.
Oh yes, fully, absolutely.
14.
Jazz hands are so popular right now.
It's because I'm in Ione Guard, probably.
Because you're in Ione garb, because you're on the moon, because you just said everybody's dreams to be adventurer. So they're just all like clapping, like, ooh, very nice, very nice. And it's just like, this is automated things, and we could finally maybe get some sleep. Have you talked to Wim?
No, we got a bit distracted. It's kind of a theme with TOMBSQUAD. On our way to talk to him, we found you guys first, so.
It's like, and I appreciate it. I think, Mix is just repeatedly pouring bottles of eye drops directly into his eyes. Again, they do not blink. And that's just like, we are the Drakes. Nice to meet you. We used to be numbered, but now there's not enough of us to number.
I mean,
And
there's
they,
3 of you, isn't there? That's a number.
I can remember 3 names. Can you not remember 3 names?
I don't think I'm going to dignify that with an answer.
Soft pat on Tarkus's shoulder. Soft oniony pat on Tarkus's shoulder.
By the way, have we just been crying this whole time because of the onion spell?
If onions make your character cry, then yes. Like
Balls.
if like you guys can say that like it doesn't, and that's fine. And like they just look over at Blueberries crying. It's like, we get that a lot. I'm sorry.
I don't know why I'm so sad.
It's a big day for us too. Oniony pat on, like oniony hugs, making it significantly worse.
Start bawling.
It might be the fact that you guys are in a very small room with them and hundreds of their corpses.
It's just a little strange that they just have their corpses everywhere.
We couldn't get out. We're not princesses.
Why would they design the door so that you can't get out without help?
There was always a princess.
What if there was a fire while they were gone?
They all
Yeah,
opened
this doesn't
their
seem
eyes.
up to code.
Fire, they say fire. There's never been a
Do we have to call
fire.
OSHA again?
We have to invent Moon OSHA.
Is your work not up to code? This has lasted 1,000 years. Over 1,000 years. It was ancient by the time I took my role. Do your computers set themselves on fire? Or your vehicles? We have seen some dreams of things bursting into flames, but they're just dreams. They wouldn't really happen. That kind of stuff.
Those are
can't
just
actually
Teslas.
happen.
Okay, would those streams happen to involve libraries?
There is an outstanding number of library-based burns. And of course, the sheer number of boat-related mishap dreams. But that feels more like a foregone conclusion than a dream. If you're on a boat, it's gonna explode. Big shrugs.
That's what happened.
Last
to
boat
Blueberries'
I was on didn't explode.
Yet. The last boat that you were on didn't explode. Yet. Subtle explosion off screen.
Well, it's jump cut to boat chilling in some form of water, just randomly explodes.
Right?
Jump cut back. TOMBSQUAD the movie.
Not even just looking at the boat directly, it just looks on the ecosahedron and there's just a quick puff of smoke out in the water.
Yeah, there's like a little graphic that says the last boat Tarkus was on, with the arrow pointing at it, and then just a little puff of smoke.
Absolute, like 100% that. It's just like they have a big sigh. Like, what brings you to the moon? Is everything like are they? No, I can't. I'm not gonna say anything else. Like they are just. They're very excited. Like now that they're not working, they are just sitting on the floor eating cheese.
Well,
It's a
we
much
came-
needed break.
Yeah. We first came to the moon to explore and answering a call. And now that we're on the moon, we're here to help the moon. And to do that, we have to reactivate all the sentinels, I think,
The Sentinels have been offline.
Apparently,
for 1,000 years. Tsoki just
Maybe
looks at
that's
the
why
camera
the
really
princess
intensely
hasn't
when she
been
says
here.
that.
All the Sentinels have been down for 1,000 years. Are they injured? Were they okay?
Tsoki just kind of shrugs. We don't know yet. Some of them are fine. We've
That's
reactivated.
what we're here to find out.
What about the plant lives? The allium. Are the allium okay? The allium are the other little onion people who we have seen waking up now.
Yeah,
yeah,
the allium are fine.
they like
Dolph-
alcohol fries.
You mean freedom fries? Because we're in America. No. This room is
God.
called America. It's freedom fries down here. So, oh, okay. They're all like... It's just like, hopefully they didn't have to cannibalize themselves too badly either. Forgot what I was gonna say right there. I had something. Felt like it was gonna be good too. I assumed that all of the life on the moon must be tragic shape after 1,000 years of mostly inactivity.
I don't know. Maybe they all just went to sleep for 1,000 years.
Yeah,
That was an
works.
option?
For some of them, it would seem. At least the ones we've encountered so far.
These three just all like look at each other, terrified. They've been awake for over 1,000 years, watching nightmares.
Do you guys want some NyQuil?
Hold on.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
God. What have you done?
Oh,
I think we've learned one thing.
onion people are allergic to
I
NyQuil.
do not need to roll 12s. Yeah, if you give them this NyQuil, it will not kill them. They will be out. They're just gonna pass the fuck out, and they will be done for the rest of this game at least. Although the joke that we made was if you roll low, you have like mild allergic reactions to it, because I referenced the fact that friend of stream Marcus, also Sunscreen Marcus, when he drank NyQuil, he would just pass out and his nipples would get really hard. And I made that joke about like, so anything under a 5, you get some weird reaction. But yeah.
I mean, in all
But-
fairness, I've never known his nipples not to be hard.
But I've hugged Marcus a good number of times, and I haven't always been poked by his like dangerous nipples.
Huh.
So,
I have.
oh,
What does
okay.
that mean?
I think you and
Learned
you and Marcus
today.
have a better relationship than I do. So, yeah, do you want to offer them the NyQuil? It will, like, just blanket statement. It will put them to sleep. They will get a good night's sleep.
Can I make them purple drink, but with NyQuil instead of codeine?
Absolutely.
It's very nice of you.
Cool. Cool. So I got to get my Sprites. So I put the Sprites in the little foam cups, and then I add the NyQuil to it. And we're going to get them the blue NyQuil, you know, that good. Put that in there, mix it up really good. I'm going to do a squeeze of lime just because I'm extra like that. And here you go, onion guys. I promise not to eat you while you sleep. Here's some NyQuil drink.
Oh, that's a really funny qualifier you had to add to the end of that one, but I guess delicious. Do you tell all of your friends you're not going to eat them?
No, just the delicious ones.
Sophie's just
Not
gonna
me.
like get up next to him and be like, "That means she likes you."
Oh.
You stank real good, buddy.
And like, they all just give you a cheers, and then just a couple seconds later, you guys just see 3 onions just like fall on the floor. I know, no, this is the one time they walk up to the wall and it's like, I'm sleepy, and they press a button, and their hammocks come down, and their hammocks are just like red nets. You know, the kind of things you have onions in. And they just each climb into their little hammock. I'm just gonna take a little light one, just a little.
This guy's had hammocks the whole time?
But she's like, yeah, yeah, we had hammocks, we just weren't allowed to use them because we weren't allowed to do this.
Job, squad. Another problem solved.
I do like during the movie of Tomb Squad, there is a large portion of it that is Rosie mixing up fucking purple drink.
Oh, there would be a montage.
Yeah, it's got really dynamic shots. Very focused on every single ingredient that's added.
That's right.
So you all see on the computer, like on the computer screens, as the moon is powering up, like as it is beginning to start to move, is starting very slowly to move because we started the engines. Because we skipped some things, we don't know what all of the sides do. So hold on one second. We do not know what this side does, but we know that its sentinel is named Mirage, and it is home to most of the giant birds. On this side, we have Reba. Reba is in charge. Not Reba, Fancy. Not Reba. I keep calling her Reba because of Reba McEntire and Fancy. On this side, we have Fancy. Fancy is the pilot of the moon. Like, she literally tells it where to drive. While she is normally awake. We've got that going. We have the gyroscopic engines going. So that's cool. The moon is going to start turning again soon. On this side, we have Daydream. Daydream is responsible for trade and commerce on the moon, and she leads the rest of the allium. Or if not leads them, tells them what to do, and they do listen to them. On this side, we have Vision. Vision is a salty sea dog style guy. Does not stick to his side. He goes wherever he wants. But the volcano is our trash bin, everybody. That is what the moon does with all of its information that it doesn't need. That is all of the dust on the ground is extra files that they don't need, so they throw it in the volcano. Currently, it is erupting. But now we're on this side, and I think we have an idea of what it does, but
Yeah, controls the vibes.
controls the vibes. Oh, what based on the computer, Tsoki, and I'd love to know how you learn it. It is telling it what vibes to pick up. Like, you are assigning the vibes. Like, currently, it is picking up adventure vibes from the dreams. Every once in a while, a nightmare sneaks in. But it's like on a scale to 1,000 to 1. Like, how? That's not a big deal, right?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think we might figure that out by going to To Whims?
Yeah, you guys can just head straight to Whim if you want to. You are alone in this room with a bunch of corpses and sleeping onions. It's up to you. Like, if you guys just want to bounce, that's perfectly fine. If you want to leave something in the door so they don't get stuck, that's fine. If you want to just trap them in here more, that's also fine.
We could tell the Princess of the Moon that the Drakes are requesting additional help.
Oh, absolutely.
Is there a way we could like jam a chair into the door in case, you know, they need to get out before the princess can get here?
Yeah, absolutely. You can put something in the door. Do you want it to be a muscle thing so that you have to, like, are you just testing multiple things to make sure it keeps the door open? Like, put a chair, take a step back, it closes but smashes the chair to pieces. Grab a more fortified chair, set it in there, take a step back.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, give me a muscle roll. Let's see if you've managed to find something in here. Oof. Oh.
Why?
Tarkus
See,
in the Tomb Squad movie is not doing great.
On my screen, it shows a 1 and a 4.
I see a 1 and a 1, and then
Yeah,
a
I
1
see
and
a
a
1 and a 1 in the chat.
I see a 1 and a 4.
it's so weird when, like, because I just see 2 1s.
I got 2 1s.
Roll 20. We're gonna have to, like, send you, like, a bunch of words.
Goddamn, Tarkus is not having the best of luck since becoming a real boy.
Just like is this like how nightmares work for you? Oh no, you know what it is? I got this is gonna be great. Oh hey guys, I brought you stuff. As like he's Lord just like crawling through the tunnel on his hands and knees. There's like red sparks like coming like shocking out of him wherever he passes a screen. And he just like looks on in here. He sticks his head like, "Hey, you guys in there?" And he's like, you hear him knocking on the other side. No, wait, no, you wouldn't be because Tarkus is still like trying the doors. And he looks at Tarkus and says, "Oh, these must be for you." And he's like, "Although they are more sized appropriately to me, I don't know why you would have a sword and a shield so large." And he tosses them to Tarkus. He's just like, "Oh, you're trying to keep this door open? Don't you worry about me. Don't you worry about that. I'll stay down here until the princess can come down." And he like sits in the doorway and puts his like shoulders as broad as he can to keep the door open. He's like, "Can you guys squeeze around me?" And he moves his arms up and gives you guys enough space to squeeze between like his abdomen and the wall. Like wearing his Tomb Squad t-shirt.
Boy, if this wasn't so awkward, it'd be kind of hot, but okay, thanks.
So, come on through. I'll guard these guys. Don't worry, Tomb Squad for life. Are these 3 Tomb Squad? I don't know about how we recruit.
Yeah, they haven't done anything bad. They can be honorary. We'll give them one of the little badges.
I mean, they did take the eye drop, so they are honorable Tomb Squad members.
I'm not gonna learn there's something like else in those eye drops at some point, right? I didn't just give them these onion boys acid or something, right?
No, you would have known by now. They're just normal eye drops. I use them because I get super hot and I need them because my eyes are always dry. That's
Right?
why I didn't cry when the onion boys were in the room.
Dry eyes. Now with the power to moisturize. Fuck you, Ben Stein. Guy turned out to be a piece of shit.
Yeah, I
Clear
want all
eyes.
his money.
Whole win Ben Stein, like radical fucking Republican. Anyway,
Thanks,
Right.
Lord.
Lord, she's absolutely. And she's like, can I push these buttons? Do they do anything?
Have fun with it. Go for it.
Cool, thanks. He's like, poke, 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 poke. Best viewers. So let's go back out here. Oh no! First, what is? No, we don't. We're back out here. Avant-Garde is like currently measuring Lorge for like a fitted suit.
Oh, he's gonna look really good in that fitted suit.
Yeah.
It's gonna look real nice. It's gonna be real large. And you all see the gazebo. You've been told about the gazebo. That is where it seems the gala is gonna take place. That is where Wim is. Like, we have not introduced ourselves to Wim yet. But just for the sake of saving us time. And you guys already said you were gonna go see her. This is Wim.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
hey, boo. Hey, boo.
In Wim's room, you see many screens, and all of the screens are showing serene, like tranquil, beautiful landscape type things. Most of them are like underwater scenes or like on top of water scenes, and sometimes you'll get like a tree moving in the air, and with the air it's just so softly, so subtly. You never see any animals at all in any of these pictures. Nothing's moving too fast. It's very calm. It's super chill. It's the most chill thing. And you guys walk in and you see on a dais. There is a sentinel. She is robotic looking. She has eyes, but they do appear to be closed. You don't see any like distinct mouth. She has succulents growing out of the top of her head, and then wires cascading down her body. She is not plugged into anything directly, but she is sitting watching all of the screens. Even though her eyes are closed, she does have like a slight tilt to her head. And she just moves from one screen to another.
Anybody want to say anything?
Ma'am?
Just like jumps a little bit, and like their eyes do open, and like look over at you. Yes? Who are you? What are you doing here? Why would you? You've interrupted my meditation.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't resist talking to somebody so beautiful.
Oh,
How long have you been meditating?
so suave. Roll me a drama or magnetism. Do you want magnetism or drama? Blueberries.
Magnets.
All right, so 9. Something happened. Yes, but she blushes. Like, and her cheeks light up. It's very obvious, like just like lights underneath her cheeks. And the whole room changes with that. You all get a bit of like, and this is what the butt is. you're kind of nervous right now. You all feel kind of like schoolgirl nervous. This is the popular boy talk to me.
How you doing?
He's like, oh, I'm doing great. This is, oof. I haven't talked to anybody in a while. This isn't. I haven't talked to anybody so roguishly as handsome as you.
What's your name? What your sign?
My name is. Oh, sorry, my name is Wim. I am the current sentinel of this side. She's like, my sign is, it's one of those peace signs. Mm-hmm. And she makes it in the air, like the upside down Y with an extra line.
Very nice, baby girl.
She's like, I like to be calm and centered. And she like,
That's good. That's good.
you see her look up for the first time in this conversation, and it like through her eyes it looked like it's almost like it's computer like scanning something, and she's just like, oh, you must be Lockstitch. Lockstitch is currently friend.
Could be more than friends.
Give me another one.
Oh
Mm.
god. Even better.
She's just like, whoo. And she stands up and she's like, I don't know if we could be more than friends. What? And she's like, you are helping the Sentinels come online. I'm currently being told by Fancy. Fancy doesn't like me. She's very blunt.
Fancy doesn't know what she's talking about.
I guess you could say we're helping turn on the Sentinels. So
You-
you
I did say that there was likely not going to be a sex scene, but I said I did say
It's
it
a
wasn't
movie.
impossible.
I just wanted to draw on for like 5 minutes, like the room. It's just kind of like, huh? Oh no, it's still going. Oh god, you know, kind of that.
Mhm. Oh,
that
yeah,
sort of
the
arc.
whole- the whole vibe is all through this place. Like, Wim is like interested in Blueberries, at least in the movie. I'd love to know how this happened, like in real life. But I'm like, Blueberries is telling everybody that this is how it went down.
Oh yeah, I
she's-
exaggerate.
She walks over to Blueberries and like puts her hand out. She's about 8 feet tall, but her hand goes like way down, and to hold hands with Blueberries as she walks him to the side of the room.
Like 4.5 feet tall.
Oh yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
oh,
And she's like, "This is my domain." And she's
it's very nice over here.
It is. We used to throw events, but everything got a little too unwieldy.
What do you mean unwieldy?
Well, did you know that some people have bad dreams?
Baby, I got bad dreams all the time.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Just absolutely.
It's all
the
right.
worst.
It's all right, baby. It makes the good dreams that much better. You gotta know the bad to have the good.
While all of that is happening, Tsoki, you start to see that your dream starts playing in one of the frames.
Yeah, it's just like a slow zoom in from one of the cameras, just like, here it comes.
She's just like, I don't know. I feel like so much more adventurous right now than normal. I don't know what's happening. I've never met somebody like you before. And she reaches her hand out and like brushes Blueberry's fur on his cheek. It feels like my whole life started when you came in this room.
Oh my god, I wanted to make a Kame joke so bad.
I'm sorry, a what joke? A Kame joke?
I don't want to talk about it. Anyways.
I
don't think
completed.
that word exists.
Yeah, we do know that come and any of its variations do not exist in the Echo because Gemini got rid of it.
Out
Wait,
loud.
what if it only exists because we're on the moon?
That's fair. That's fair. The moon can know all about cum and cummies.
Ugh.
Oh my god, the moon is full of degenerates.
That's where they all live. In their fucking cum caves.
God damn it,
Sorry.
we're in the orgy cave. Damn it.
The dark side of the moon got a lot grosser than I thought it was gonna be. Dark side of the moon smells like those awful trees.
Oh, I
Branford
hate
pears.
those trees so much. Fucking jizz trees, I hate them.
So, I think you all see what appears to be a very romantic moment happening between Blueberries and Whim.
As the adventure dreams start coming on.
Yeah, as the adventure dreams start coming on and like they start turning on all of the screens. So Whim takes Blueberries in her arms and pulls him closely to her and just she does not have a mouth, but she does kiss Blueberries.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
This little guy getting some robot smooches.
And the room swells. Blueberries having a robot girlfriend isn't the like worst idea. I mean, it's the worst idea. Don't get me wrong. Like the idea of Blueberries being in a relationship with a sentinel that's in charge of what kind of dreams go back and forth between the moon.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No,
Relationship?
not a relationship. My bad. My bad. This could be a one and done. This is what you call a one shot. Giggity.
You know, we're just hanging out for a bit. I mean, why do we gotta put labels on it? Come on, what the fuck? Just let's just chill, hang out. We're good. But yeah, no. Once we leave, I'm never talking to her again.
No, that's just like that's it. I'm not going back to the moon. Moon's dead
No.
to me.
No.
She keeps calling.
I can't afford the long distance fees.
So you four, while this is happening, are going to see a beautiful dream in a beautiful adventurous dream in one of the panels on the walls. You are, just so you know, the four of you are setting the tone for the gala at the end of this month. So if you wanted a party to have a specific theme, 1/4 of that theme, what kind of dream do you see to influence the party?
Could it be a toga party?
Absolutely could be a toga party. Like in one of the and I can even tell you exactly what you see. In one of the panels, you see a Gorgon woman. She has snake-like features in her face, and her hair is very long, but it is also made of snakes. She is wearing an especially like what kind of toga? Like nice toga or like fancy toga? Like real fancy? Like she's
I was thinking like a
covered-
white sheet.
and she is just decked out in jewelry, and she's getting ready to go to her first party that she's ever gone to, and it's going to be amazing. That is adventurous for her. So we know it's a toga party, well-dressed toga party. Might not be just togas, could be other things. What dreams do you three see, Tsoki, Rosie, and Tarkus?
I see cheese.
Cheese?
Lots of cheese. Cheese from every part of the galaxy. Just so much cheese. There's a whole cheese mountain, and I'm climbing it with my rocket-powered skates to get to the top. And at the top, I find the best, most delicious, most creamy, most edible, most insatiable cheese.
So
And
we
I
see
eat it.
Rosie's dream.
And then I melt into the cheese and become one with the cheese.
Cheese. Alright, Tarkus, do you see anything cool in the panels?
I think Tarkus just sees a big old disco ball.
So dancing is mandatory.
Dancing is forbidden. I really like that quote.
Adventure is already implied in this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Adventure
then
is for sure implied.
I think cheese and wine go well together. I just imagine a bunch of people in togas, the wine glass in hand, cheese in the other, doing the disco as they get more and more
You guys
jiggy
just
with it.
you just made the fucking you just made Virtuoso the gala, by the way.
It's
Well,
just
not
the theme.
not fully, but like those are the only people that I know that would be wearing togas. So like around the room, around you, like you guys see yourselves wearing the togas. A disco ball comes down from the ceiling as she embraces Blueberries. She's just like, I think we will have that gala now. And she's like, but then she goes up to one of the screens and taps a bunch of buttons, and she's like, oh, there's a lot of dreams coming here. We have quite a backlog. She's like, where are my manservants? Where are my drakes? They should be taking care of all of this. And what is Dreamcatcher.exe?
So it's been 1,000 years, and now there's only 3 of them because nobody came to check on them.
Did seem like rude dude behavior that nobody checked on him.
They've also been eating each other. I don't know if you know this or not, but not cool. Just saying.
Yeah, I thought somebody was supposed to bring him food.
Yes. Figment should have been bringing them food. And like she like looks up. She's like, 1,000 years. And they didn't go into hibernation?
They didn't realize they could.
Nah, dude, they've literally been awake. We just like OD'd them on NyQuil so they could get some sleep.
Like, I don't
They're
know.
organic.
Yes, of course they're organic. Computers have such hard times discerning between true nightmares and what people just like to give themselves a little scare.
They took their jobs very seriously.
Excellent. And you helped them. This dream catcher is going to keep me safe from nightmares.
Most part.
But if one of them does slip through, you will protect me from the nightmares. Will you not, Blueberries?
You need to experience some of the nightmares to appreciate the good dreams.
You rolled a fucking 14 and we're trying to tell... you rolled a 12 while telling her this. So yeah, fucking... She believes it. She's like, okay. So I have to let the nightmares through.
Just some.
I will let some of the nightmares through.
I don't think that's a good idea.
She squeezes Blueberries close to her side, but he says it's a great idea. I will appreciate the good things better if I experience them in scares. She looks at the screen, and you all can see just a nebulous, like it's a mass of magic heading towards the moon that's gonna splash on it and like completely cover the moon. And she's like, I've got my work cut out for me. And it's like, she goes and she sits down. She's like, and the echo will be okay? Of course. It's so much bigger. You have so many more people to take it. She sits back down in her chair. This time, Blueberry's sitting on her lap, apparently. This time, a lot of the cords do plug in directly into her chair. As she just like, okay, I'm getting ready for it. And you all feel it. And everybody on the ship, you feel the volcano go off one more time, like pumping the the burnt remains of useless ideas, like useless information again, just into the sky, and you feel the impact of the wave of this energy. Tsoki, your eyes turn bright silver for a moment, all of your tattoos lighting up bright silver. Like, it's a bunch to take in, but you do recover from it. Everybody that lost AP, you have recovered your AP fully at this point. After this, not even just in the game, everybody in chat, you guys, AP is fine. If your character is sleeping right now, then you are having an adventurous dream. As it washes over, and you all can start hearing the sounds of resonance. And it sounds like many different hums, and it starts to sound like millions of different voices all like singing in a single voice, but instrumental, if that makes sense. Imagine if 1,000 different pianos were all playing the same key, all slightly off note, but all supposed to be the same key.
Is this that like Pepsi commercial with Caitlyn Jenner?
Yeah, no, it's not that, because you're swelling. This place is swelling with dreams, and you guys see it running across all the screens. Thousands of dreams, thousands and thousands of them. But every once in a while, there's something very scary, and you see Wim jerking her head back and forth whenever a nightmare hits. But then when a pleasant dream happens, you see her face like as limited as it is, showing that she is experiencing these. But she is not responding anymore. She is in work mode. And she's like, Tina over the line in real life would have told you all that. It's just like, excellent, you got that side on, return to base camp and return to the ship whenever you can. But this is the movie? So what is the movie? What does this scene look like in the movie?
Do we get chased off screen by a nightmare crawling out of one of the screens?
Oh, that's so great.
Just in the movie.
Oh shit, what's the nightmare look like? It doesn't have to look...
I was like, it could be that.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, it can be...
It's like, because earlier in the movie, like, the camera panned over the fiction on the wall, right? So
yeah,
now it's
absolutely.
just now it's coming back in at the end, and we're just like, oh, we gotta go. we gotta lead this thing away from Whim.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's approaching Whim. Like, trying to, like, get into her head. How do you guys get it away? Like, what's the play here?
Rosie, I'm gonna need you to start yelling.
I scream uncontrollably, and I'm gonna do something crazy, and I'm gonna freak freak out.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a muscle. No, she's screaming uncontrollably to freak it. Give me a magnetism and add 1 to it, because especially when especially yell when you do something crazy. So yes, it goes, but so it hears you screaming at it, and the creature opens what looks like an eye, but it has just so many teeth, and begins screaming at you, and just flies at you like the ghosts in Ghostbusters. It's trying to like go right through, like trying to like consume you. It's becoming more and more physical the closer it gets to you.
Can I shoot it in the eye?
Yeah, go for it. That is a muscle roll.
See?
All I had to
Tarkus
do was change the color.
All you had to do was choose violence. That's Tarkus' thing, apparently.
I feel like I should take offense to that.
Alright, so it stops it 100%. Like, it's charging at Rosie. Your shotgun blow stops it. What's that look like for the camera?
Oh, that wasn't with the shotgun. That was with the gun lance. There is a cannonball lodged in that thing's eye now.
Absolutely. Blueberries, Tsoki, what you guys got?
This is the movie, so we could just, like, try to kill it, right?
Yeah, you could absolutely kill this thing.
Tsoki's glowing full silver. Just pulls out his 2 swords and joins in with Rosie's yelling as he just charges at it. Does his signature spin move.
Can I have one of those like montages where I assemble a rifle?
Oh, absolutely. You can have one of those montages where you fucking 12, like it ended up as a 13, didn't it? That's hilarious.
Yep, sure did.
That's so funny. Tsoki is exploding with silver light, everybody, as he's like, oh yeah, you tell me, well, what does it look like as you're like cutting this thing to pieces? Well, Blueberries is in the background, like putting a rifle together to get the finishing shot, I believe, is what the thought process there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got like the instructions up and I'm really confused. I'm Googling shit.
It's just IKEA rifle.
Yeah, IKEA rifle. Slot B, what the hell?
Yeah, this is TOMBSQUAD the movie, so instead of pulling out bow swords, he's gonna pull out his lightsaber, but they're just gonna like twist it, and it's just gonna like go and become like a great saber, and then he's just gonna like twist it again. It's gonna become like a super, just like two-handed with like the cross hilt, bullshit. And it's just like giant lightsaber, and he's just over there. He's swinging at it as. Rosie and Tarkus are helping him along as we're buying time for Blueberries to finish assembling the rifle, and it's like probably getting desperate, right? And we're just like, Blueberries, anytime now, take the shot.
Yeah, Blueberries.
I'm just sitting there with like two pieces that clearly don't go together, just being like, what? Huh? I don't.
And then you see it in the corner of your eye, hanging off your belt. It's your duct tape. The perfect tool for any job. You could get this thing working.
I have an idea. That is like a MacGyver sequence where I just put all the shit together. Just...
Absolutely. This is definitely a swagger, but add 2 to it for sure. This is... I'm just hoping that we don't roll 2 ones.
I don't know.
How about
Yes, you
2
guys
sixes?
are fucking rolling like crazy, though. Except for you, Tarkus. I'm sorry. You did succeed at the end there. What does this gun look like?
Like a potato gun / 3D printed gun. There's a lot of PVC and tubes. Do you know the gun that killed Shinzo Abe? Like that.
I don't know what those words mean. What are we talking about?
Just like a homemade gun.
All right, so what does it look like? Because we know that Rosie was shouting at it, got its attention. Tarkus hit it in the eye with a cannonball. Then Tsoki jumped in on it with a claymore lightsaber. A greatsword lightsaber. Wait, a moon lightsaber. A moonlight great saber?
Yeah, that's what it is.
There we go.
It's not like the flamingo pink anymore. It's just like the silver light of Adventure in the
absolutely.
moon. Yeah.
So, where does the bullet go?
What are you aiming for, Blueberries?
All right, sorry, I was making the gun. We're shooting from the hip, and we're aiming for the head.
Yeah, I'm here for it. So that bullet goes. What's it look like, everybody? Like,
It's like a bunch of BBs in a duct tape sort of ball. But it's fired really quick, so it works. It's like kind of a shotgun and kind of not. What are you gonna do?
I imagine you have like a dial on the side, and the camera zooms in as you just like crank it. It's just like subdue, pain, murder, destroy.
I've switched to lethal.
Yeah, and then there's just one at the very end. It's just like 11, and then you pull the trigger.
No, I have to like flip up one of those clear red switches and then click the thing.
Way more complicated than it ever needed to be in the first place. But
Absolutely.
You know.
So I flick
Yeah.
the switch up. I flick the red thing up. I hit the switch. It like the little lights go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a boom. And then you fire the thing.
I think there's this massive explosion as whatever Blueberries just shot into this thing explodes, and as the debris falls and the smoke clears, we're just all in our Tomb Squad pose, just our Tomb Squad battle poses, and we're just like we'll all just kind of like shout Tomb Squad together as the credits start to roll or something.
We try to do the wheelbarrow again, but I fall over.
And then it's just like it immediately hard cuts to. Is that actually how it happened? So,
Some
like,
say that's how that happened. Some say it's not. We may never know. But it is a good story. And quite a great movie.
Yeah, absolutely. I've watched the preliminary like footage. It's some very good stuff. It's like well, obviously need to get it edited and such, but because they're gonna be sticklers about it, like this is the official report. Then this is what we're turning into to some of our more paperwork-minded people. And he grabs your report, like the script of the Tomb Squad movie, and just adds it to his file, which is a large manila envelope. It just
And then
says,
it gets put into like a larger file, and then it's wheeled into this giant warehouse where no one will ever see it.
oh yeah, absolutely. This file, we've seen it multiple times. Every time we see it, it looks more and more like the garbage. As Peanut is just like... But on the moon, he's really good at his job. So he is going to file it away. He's just like, all right, so... Oil... Snake oil... What happened to Lorge? Did he stay down there?
I hear he's managing a Waffle House now.
Oh, that's weird.
He's holding the door until the princess comes.
I'm holding the door. I'm holding the door. I'm holding the... Oh, it's just like... And then... Black screen.
Tsoki, you did remember
So we're
to tell
having
the
like a
princess
Sopranos
about that
ending?
room, right?
Yeah.
And with that, yeah. That was the end of Tomb Squad the movie. Which is...
Next time we're going to
Squad-
have dirt bikes.
Could have had dirt bikes this time. You guys should have asked for them. We got dirt bikes in the hangar.
I would like to request dirt bikes at this moment.
Oh, okay. You guys have dirt bikes.
At the post.
Oh shit, the ending. Yeah, the post-credit scene is all of us just doing fucking sweet jumps on some fucking dirt bikes. Having a great fucking time. Just...
Yeah, but
Love it.
somehow we got our hands on the set of Doom Beyond Thunderdome. So it just looks like post-apocalyptic like war zones. And we're just like hauling ass on these dirt bikes.
Hell yeah.
Eating cheese.
Just riding.
Doom
Squad!
Tomb Squad!
You all are ridiculous.
No,
Oh.
I'm the smooth operator.
You were in fact the smooth operator. Like the
I don't know. I
horniest-
read that I could seduce someone, and I decided the robot. It was
You
a good
did.
choice.
Yeah. I was worried you were gonna seduce one of the onion people. Honestly, I had a legitimate concern. I was like, uh-oh.
Just go. Straight to the
I have
top.
to. I have
Straight
to
to the-
decide. I have to decide whether or not these robots would flirt back.
Wait, did you have sexy onion people?
I did not have sexy onion people. No, just regular onion people. But if you
Well, I'm glad-
consider them sexy,
Well, I made the correct choice then.
just gotta make out with a robot.
Anyways, this has been a good time.
I do think it was a good time. So real quick recap for today's game. TOMBSQUAD on the moon. It was basically everything I expected TOMBSQUAD on the moon might be. We met a big guard named Lorge that appears to have been like somewhat infected, but don't worry, he joined TOMBSQUAD. He's currently holding the door for some onion folks that are a different kind than the Dalium. These are the drakes, but yes, much like mandrakes, they scream because all they look at is horror. But Tarkus managed to talk them down by shooting a shotgun in the air and making them much more scared of Tarkus than they were of the dreams they've been watching for the last 1,000 years. So that's a prize you get.
Why?
Drama 79. So Avant-Garde is on the in the movie. Avant-Garde is on the moon with us. If is he actually? I don't know. Maybe. Like, people can take the Stairway to Heaven to the moon now. Like, it's down there and they can do it.
Everything can be a dream sequence.
Everything can be a dream sequence. Like, what I was trying to show you and I think got across is when the magic is evened out on the moon, like, dreams are too. Dreams are magic. When it comes back, like, some people get nightmares. They are going to feel significantly more real once the because the moon's magical. You guys are gonna have, like, you've just had regular dreams up until this point. Now you get magic ones. But Blueberries is an incredibly casual situation with Whim. We gave NyQuil to a bunch of the little, like, Drake folks. They are going to respond poorly to it, but yeah, everything's good. We've got a large, according to them, a massive influx of dreams about to hit the moon. So I hope everybody's ready for the next couple of games that we've got. Tomorrow we have another game, but it's at Bammon time, so it's at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then we got a game on Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Sunday 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and Tuesday 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, that was today's game. I hope everybody had a good time. I hope you guys all loved the theme song because it was fucking really cool.
That was super awesome.
We're gonna play it again too.
Yeah, it was amazing. I can't wait to hear it again.
All right, everybody.
I'm in it.
You are in it. It's like, oh my god, they said my name.
I know. I was like fangirling over everybody. I was like, oh my god, there's Blueberries. Oh my god, there's Tarkus. Oh my god, there's
everybody.
Oh my god, that's me! Rosie!
All right, everybody. Say goodbye forever. I'm losing my voice today. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye forever.
Bye.
Here comes the
Squad.
song again. Squad.